Could this be the moment Heartland fans have been waiting for? The trailer for Season 20 drops hints that will make your heart race, old faces may return, romances could spark, and one shocking twist might just change everything. Is this tie finally back at the ranch? Let's break it all down. The Heartland S20 trailer opens with a quiet, serene view of the ranch, the sun casting golden rays over the familiar fields. It's a scene that feels comforting, almost like stepping back into a home we thought we knew, but there's something different, an edge of anticipation. As the camera pans across the barn and past the paddocks, viewers can't help but notice subtle hints that something big is about to happen. There's a sense of mystery, and it immediately grabs your attention. Right from the start, the trailer teases the return of beloved characters, giving just enough of a glimpse to spark speculation but holding back the full reveal. The editing emphasizes dramatic pauses and close-ups of characters' faces. Even if faceless in our video, we can highlight text cues and reactions to build suspense. This technique instantly draws fans in, making them feel like insiders about to uncover secrets that could change Heartland forever. Next, the trailer quickly shifts to moments of emotional tension. Horses gallop across the fields, characters exchange looks that hint at long-buried feelings, and brief flashes of dialogue hint at conflicts and reunions. One shot lingers on a character turning towards something or someone off-screen, leaving fans questioning who it could be. The music swells, almost urging the audience to pay attention to every detail. For a faceless video, this is the perfect moment to overlay captions or text highlights pointing out key visual clues. A familiar jacket, a certain horse, or even a silhouette that resembles Ty. These visual teases keep viewers glued to the screen, eager to see the next frame. As the trailer progresses, the stakes feel higher. There are hints of romance, tension, and perhaps even danger. A character is seen looking at a photograph. Another is riding a horse in what seems like a hurried escape. And there's a fleeting moment of someone standing in the doorway of the main house. They're back to the camera, shrouded in shadow. This shadow could easily be Ty, and the trailer cleverly leaves it ambiguous, making fans speculate endlessly. For a faceless breakdown video, this is gold. We can point out the possibilities, highlight subtle gestures or items that fans know, and invite viewers to form their own theories. Each pause in the trailer seems calculated to provoke reactions, gasps, whispers, or excited exclamations. Capturing this energy in narration is key to keeping the audience invested. Another striking feature of the trailer is how it balances nostalgia with new drama. Old landmarks on the ranch, familiar barns, and the sweeping fields remind fans of why they fell in love with Heartland in the first place. But interspersed with these scenes are flashes of tension, conflict, or mystery. It's a delicate dance of comfort and excitement. For example, the camera briefly lingers on a character in deep thought by a fence, hinting at secrets yet to be revealed. Facelessly, we can narrate this with phrases like, "Look at this shot, could this be a hint of the past coming back to haunt Heartland?" This style not only breaks down the trailer visually but also emotionally, connecting viewers with both the story and the suspense. The trailer for Heartland Season 20 hints that love is far from settled on the ranch. From the first moments, there's a noticeable spark in the interactions between certain characters, moments that make fans lean forward in anticipation. One character is seen handing another a carefully wrapped gift, their eyes lingering just a fraction longer than normal. And although it's subtle, it speaks volumes. These little gestures in the trailer aren't accidental, they're designed to tease upcoming romances without revealing too much. In a faceless video, this is the perfect opportunity to narrate with lines like, "Notice the way their hands brush. Could this be the start of something new?" While showing text or arrow highlights pointing to key details, beyond small gestures, the trailer also hints at emotional reunions that may ignite old flames. A lingering shot of two characters standing near a fence, looking out over the open fields, is framed to suggest intimacy, yet the camera never shows them together fully. This intentional ambiguity makes fans question whether past loves are rekindling or if new relationships are emerging. For Heartland S20, romance seems to intertwine with personal growth. Characters aren't just falling for each other, they're also navigating old regrets, responsibilities at the ranch, and family expectations. Faceless narration can guide viewers through this by emphasizing dialogue snippets or pauses in the trailer that convey emotional tension without needing visual close-ups. Interestingly, the trailer doesn't limit romance to just the main cast. There are hints that secondary characters may play a role in shaking up hearts across the ranch. A quick scene shows someone arriving with a suitcase, their presence creating curiosity and immediate questions about how they might disrupt existing dynamics. The excitement comes from these small but meaningful inserts, which signal that Season 20 won't shy away from complex love stories and dramatic complications. Using text overlays like "new arrival equals new drama" or "could this spark a romance" can engage viewers and make them think critically about who might be involved. One of the most intriguing aspects of the trailer is how it contrasts tender romantic moments with subtle tension. A character gazes longingly at another from a distance, but the next moment, a sudden interruption, a phone call, a hoarse whinny, or another character entering creates uncertainty. This push and pull keeps fans emotionally invested and creates speculation about whether relationships will flourish or face unexpected obstacles. In a faceless video, narration can emphasize this by saying, "Just look at that moment. So close yet so far. What could happen next?" Paired with zoom-in text boxes highlighting gestures or body language, the trailer also teases developments in personal growth that often accompany romance. Characters seem more reflective, pausing to consider their choices or the impact of new love on their responsibilities at Heartland. It's more than just romance. It's about evolving relationships, both with others and with oneself. This makes the season feel layered. Viewers aren't just watching who falls for whom, they're seeing how love influences decisions, family bonds, and the emotional heartbeat of the ranch. A faceless video can bring this out by narrating insights like, "Notice how this look isn't just about romance, it's about choices, trust, and what they truly want." Just when you think Heartland Season 20 has shown it all, the trailer teases something fans have been dreaming about for years: the return of familiar faces. There's a moment, a shadow crossing the barn door, a familiar laugh echoing across the paddocks that immediately makes viewers' hearts skip a beat. The trailer doesn't give names or show full faces, but the hints are unmistakable to longtime fans. These glimpses are crafted to ignite nostalgia while building suspense, and in a faceless video, this is a goldmine for commentary. You can narrate with lines like, "Pause right here. Did you hear that laugh? That could only belong to one person we've been waiting to see again." The subtlety of these returns is key. The trailer cleverly uses indirect cues: a coat draped over a chair, a horse tied near a familiar fence, or a voice calling out a name that fans instantly recognize. Each of these small details signals that a beloved character is back without fully revealing their presence. For viewers, this creates excitement and sparks endless speculation. Faceless narration can enhance this by zooming in on these details, adding texts like, "Notice the jacket, could it be who we think it is?" Or "Look at the silhouette, old friend or new mystery." Beyond mere cameos, these returning characters appear to bring new drama to the ranch. A character steps into a familiar setting, but the expressions on the faces of those already there suggest tension, unresolved issues, or heartfelt reunions. It's not just about nostalgia. It's about how these past connections will disrupt the calm at Heartland and set up storylines for the new season. In narration, you can highlight these dynamics. Watch how the ranch reacts. There's joy, surprise, and maybe even a little fear. What secrets are coming back with them? This encourages viewers to connect emotionally with the unfolding drama. Interestingly, the trailer hints that some returns are linked to key story arcs, like family secrets, long-lost relationships, or unresolved conflicts. A shot of a character quietly observing the ranch from the gate or pausing by a familiar landmark gives the impression they have a purpose, not just a cameo. This adds layers of intrigue. Fans aren't just seeing old faces, they're anticipating the stories that will unfold because of them. For a faceless video, narrating this moment with phrases like, "This isn't just a visit, something important is coming with them," builds suspense and keeps viewers engaged. The way the trailer presents these returns also balances surprise and familiarity. Some characters are hinted at subtly, while others appear briefly, almost teasing the audience with quick cuts. The quick flashes create instant speculation about who is back for good and who might only appear for a short but impactful moment. Faceless narration can make this interactive. Who do you think is really back? Comment below with your guess. This keeps viewers emotionally invested and encourages engagement. Just when you think Heartland Season 20 is all calm fields and familiar faces, the trailer hits with moments that make your heart race. A sudden cut shows a horse bolting across the paddock, and the tension in the characters' faces is palpable. It's a reminder that life on the ranch is never completely predictable. The trailer doesn't spell out what's happening, but the hints are enough to make fans question everything. For a faceless video, this is the perfect opportunity to narrate with lines like, "Notice the chaos here, something big is about to unfold." And it could change everything at Heartland. One of the most gripping aspects of the trailer is how it balances calm, emotional scenes with flashes of dramatic tension. There's a scene where two characters argue in hushed but intense tones, their body language screaming more than their words. A door slams, a horse whinnies in the distance, and the camera cuts to a mysterious figure watching from afar. These moments are designed to create suspense and speculation. In narration, you can guide viewers by saying, "Watch closely, look at how the tension builds. Who's really behind this confrontation?" This invites the audience to pause and analyze, keeping them engaged. The trailer also teases moments that feel like they could rewrite relationships on the ranch. A fleeting glimpse of someone receiving a letter or a phone call creates instant curiosity. Is this news good, or could it bring conflict? The reactions of characters in these scenes, shock, hesitation, or even fear, hint at secrets that might finally come to light. Faceless narration can amplify this by highlighting expressions or reactions with text cues. Look at her eyes, shock, fear, or disbelief. What secret is about to surface? This technique creates a cinematic, almost interactive experience for the viewer. Unexpected twists also come in the form of brief, enigmatic visuals. A shadow passing through a doorway, a hand on a fence post, or a figure riding into the distance. All these shots are designed to make the audience question what's real and what's about to unravel. The trailer intentionally leaves these moments unresolved, compelling fans to speculate and discuss. For faceless videos, emphasizing these cryptic details with narration like, "Could this mysterious figure change everything? Or is it just a misdirection?" adds suspense and encourages viewer interaction. Moreover, the trailer suggests that even the most grounded characters may face moments of crisis or unexpected decisions. There's a scene where someone looks torn, caught between duty to the ranch and personal feelings, followed by a sudden moment of urgency, a horse spooked, a door flung open. These snippets hint at high-stakes drama that could impact the entire Heartland family. Narration can underline this tension. Heartland has always been about love and family, but these moments show that even the safest place can be shaken to its core. The trailer for Heartland Season 20 drops a moment that every fan has been holding their breath for: the possible return of Ty. But as always with Heartland, nothing is straightforward. There's a fleeting shot of figure walking into the barn, silhouetted against the warm afternoon sun, horse nearby, familiar gait, and yet the camera never gives a clear view of their face. It's enough to make fans stop the trailer, rewind, and analyze every frame. In a faceless video, this is pure gold for engagement. You can narrate. Look at the way this figure moves. That could only be Ty. But Heartland loves to keep secrets, so is it really him? And overlay text arrows or highlights on subtle clues like the jacket, horse, or posture. The speculation doesn't stop at appearances. Dialogue snippets from the trailer add layers of mystery. A voice calls out a name, a tone of familiarity rings through, and viewers can't help but wonder, is someone greeting Ty? Or is it another returning character entirely? These short, ambiguous lines are the perfect tool to stoke fan theories. Narration can emphasize this by asking, did you hear that voice? Could it finally be Ty returning? Or is Heartland playing with our expectations again? This builds tension and makes the audience feel like detectives, Analyzing each hint for answers, other hints in the trailer point to the impact Ty's return could have on the ranch. The reactions of other characters, surprised glances, a pause mid-conversation, a subtle gasp suggest that whoever is returning carries weight, history, and unresolved emotions. The beauty of this section is that it combines nostalgia with suspense. Fans aren't just wondering if Ty is back. They're imagining how his presence will shift relationships, rekindle old bonds, and stir the storylines of Season 20. Faceless narration can guide viewers through these reactions. Notice how they stop mid-step. Could this be the moment they've been waiting for? The trailer also cleverly teases moments of near reveal without confirming anything. A shadow passes in the doorway just as a main character turns, a familiar hat appears briefly in the background, and a horse whinnies as if recognizing someone long absent. Each visual is designed to trigger recognition, yet the camera cuts before giving clarity. For narration, you can lean into the suspense. Pause here, look at that shadow. Fans say only Ty would stand like this. Could it finally be him returning to Heartland? Using text overlays for these subtle clues engages viewers to look closely, creating an interactive experience. Emotional tension is another layer of this mystery. The trailer hints that Ty's potential return isn't just a simple reunion, it could reopen past conflicts or bring unresolved emotions to the surface. A lingering shot shows a character staring into the distance, lost in thought, as if trying to process someone's presence. Faceless narration can highlight this. Look at her expression. This is more than surprise. This is a mix of hope, worry, and maybe even fear. What will Ty's return mean for the ranch? These insights make the speculation deeper and more compelling, keeping viewers emotionally invested. The Heartland Season 20 trailer leaves us with more questions than answers, but that's exactly what makes it so thrilling. By the end of the trailer, viewers are left with a whirlwind of emotions: romance, nostalgia, suspense, and mystery, all woven together with the promise of dramatic returns. For a faceless video, this is the perfect section to tie everything together, recap the most exciting moments, and ignite discussion. You can narrate with a line like, "From whispered secrets to shocking returns." Season 20 is shaping up to be Heartland's most thrilling chapter yet. The beauty of this trailer is how it balances new beginnings with old memories. Romantic sparks hint at love stories that are both fresh and deeply emotional, while returning characters and subtle shadows promise drama and unresolved histories. For fans, every frame is loaded with anticipation. The faceless narration can highlight this by summarizing key points from previous sections. We've seen moments that suggest romance is in the air, glimpses of old friends returning, and hints that Ty or someone just as significant might be back. Each moment teases us, but leaves us craving more. This recap reinforces engagement and keeps viewers focused on the narrative threads. Another critical takeaway is how the trailer mixes suspense with visual storytelling. From shadows in the doorway to fleeting glimpses of familiar faces, every scene is designed to provoke questions. Who's really returning? What new challenges will the ranch face? How will relationships evolve? Faceless narration can guide viewers through these visual clues with commentary like, "Notice the details: every glance, every shadow, and every horse whinny could be a signal of a story waiting to unfold." Heartland isn't giving us answers yet. These insights make viewers feel involved in decoding the trailer themselves. The mystery surrounding Ty's potential return is perhaps the most powerful hook for this season. By strategically leaving his identity uncertain in the trailer, Heartland creates a conversation starter that fans can't ignore. A faceless video can amplify this suspense by asking open-ended questions. Is this really Ty back at the ranch, or is the show cleverly teasing us with someone else entirely? What do you think will happen when he arrives? Encouraging speculation not only maintains excitement but also strengthens the community aspect of Heartland fandom. Finally, the trailer's pacing and dramatic reveals set the tone for the entire season. The rapid cuts, emotional close-ups, and carefully timed cliffhangers ensure that viewers are constantly on edge, anticipating what comes next. In faceless narration, you can emphasize this by saying, "Heartland S20 is promising surprises at every turn." Every frame hints at romance, drama, and revelations that could shake the ranch to its core. Text overlays like who will return, or which romance will ignite, keep viewers engaged visually while reinforcing the excitement. As the trailer fades out, it leaves one last impression. Heartland's story is far from over, and Season 20 is packed with moments fans will talk about for months. Ending the faceless video with a direct call to action is essential. Encourage viewers to share their theories and predictions. Who do you think is really coming back? Could Ty's return change everything? Comment below and let's figure it out together. This creates interaction, anticipation, and positions your video as a hub for Heartland fan discussions.